it really is a love-hate relationship with Caleb Williams. He can make the most elite pass you've ever seen. He'll make the most perfect play and follow it up with the worst pass you've ever witnessed. It's really odd. And the inconsistency is still there, but he'll make a handful of super talented plays, which makes me wonder why people have already given up on this guy. Like, I just don't understand. I'll say it every episode. It should be printed on a shirt here. The talent is undeniable. And with that, I think they can work with it. He still needs to take more time going through his reads. There is built-in success in the system that Ben Johnson provides, and he's rushing it. It still seems a lot of, moving and figuring things out as things are going on and, trying to make things out of nothing on the field. You go to the Lions last year, Jared Goff, a quarterback that sits in the pocket. He pretty much just goes through the reads, goes through the system. It's a very different quarterback now in Chicago with Caleb Williams. There's a whole new skill set that Ben Johnson is dealing with. I think Caleb's got to trust his reads a little more, and he doesn't have to improvise on every damn play. But like I said, the talent is undeniably there, and he is growing week after week. They might be small steps, but he's getting better every week. So I think the future for Caleb Williams is bright in Chicago. I think they got their franchise guy, of course, and to give up on him right now would be silly. This was a big win, I think, for his confidence, Steven, because last year we know what that loss to Washington did for the rest of their season.
I don't know if Caleb Williams, I don't know how good he is still. Right, like on one hand, I see the talent. I see the way he moves around, runs around, make plays, the arm, the mobility. But on the other hand, I don't know how accurate he is. It still seems like it's not as smooth operational from the pocket. Just standing in there and delivering that 10-yard curl. Not the most accurate ball. And it kind of felt like they got gifted the win tonight, right? Like most of their scores were fumbles off the Commanders that felt pretty lucky. And then, of course, that one of his touchdowns was to DeAndre Swift that went 55 yards. He didn't do anything really on that. But at the end of the day, the Bears are 3-2. And I think if you're a Bears fan, that's really all you care about, right? You went years of losing with Trubisky and Justin Fields and have a quarterback that has you 3-2, to have a quarterback that is the first in history to have 200-plus passing yards and a touchdown in each of his first 5 games of a Bears season, you think that's a win, right? It's like a Trevor Lawrence situation. It's like a Trevor Lawrence situation where it's like, yeah, he's not as good as we thought he was coming out, but he's still good enough relative to the standard of that franchise. Like Trevor Lawrence is already like the best Jags quarterback in history, and Caleb Williams is probably already the best Bears quarterback in history. So you'll take that. Not as good as we thought they were coming out of college, but again, Caleb Williams is probably going to break the Bears passing records this year. And they're 3-2. So you can say Caleb Williams is not as good as we thought. Caleb Williams, first Bears quarterback, 200-plus passing yards and a touchdown in each of his first 5 games of the season. Like, they're 3-2.
You can look for bad things with Caleb Williams, and you'll find bad things. You can look for good things with Caleb Williams, and you'll find good things. It's really the way you choose to frame your opinion on Caleb Williams. And I think at the end of the day, when you're 3-2, that is success. That is a step up from last year. That is, hey, we're in, the zone to make the playoffs. So we have an opportunity now to go out and build on this record, build off a big win against a team that went to the conference championship last year and potentially make the playoffs. I completely agree with you. The off-target throws, the complete misses, that has to be cleaned up. But I trust with time, with development, that hopefully will be fixed. I mean, Trevor Lawrence, we're in, year 5 now, and we're just starting to see him get a rhythm of things with Liam Cohen. I'd like to give it time and see what happens, because right now, undeniably, the talent is there. And week after week, I love what I'm seeing from him.